We hope that whoever we reach today, even if it's just one person, that we help them get in their bag. We're asking God that you lead us, that you are the forefront of us getting in our bag, because once we in our bag, we still need you, Jesus, to keep it going. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Brandy,
Amen.
you took us to church.
Amen. Amen. So,
you took us to church.
Brandy, I got a confession. The camera was not on.
But you know what? The Lord heard us.
Lord heard us. So let me answer that question again.
Okay, come on.
One more time. This is Get In Your Bag podcast. This is our very first episode.
Get in your bag.
Amen, amen. Brandy just opened us up with a wonderful prayer. Get In Your Bag is a podcast for the people. It's basically three friends who decided to come together. We have three different mindsets, and we just come from three different life stages.
Yeah.
You know, I'm in my late 20s. I'm not gonna let them know.
Listen, Shay young, y'all. Shay don't want to let y'all know, and I don't know why, because she young. But I'm in my 40s, okay?
The 30s.
So she don't want to tell y'all. I'm not ashamed to tell y'all. I'm in my mid-40s, and I got a birthday coming up in a couple days. I'm not ashamed.
Happy birthday.
That's right.
Happy birthday.
And I'm gonna tell y'all how ghetto I am. Sometimes I forget how old I am, okay? Look, bear with us, we parents back here, okay? I forget how old I am. So when somebody asks me, I'm like, 46, 47. But see, somebody gonna remind it, okay?
She's 43.
Thank you.
That's Brandy's son in the background.
Different stages of our life. So this is us telling y'all how to get in your bag, okay? We ain't, y'all missed a prayer, but we ain't where we want to be, but we are getting in our bag. We have knowledge that can help you get in your bag. We are all successful business owners. We are all moving in a decade, in a season of growth, of prosperity, and of wealth. And so we're trying to make sure that God keep us in favor by dropping whatever knowledge we've acquired and give it to y'all so y'all can get in y'all bag too.
Period.
Facts.
You just said it all. Oh, and that's the funny thing. So Brandy's birthday is coming up, but Dre's birthday was last week, and then my birthday was the week before that. So we're all Leos. So
if y'all can't tell, these dominant personalities,
we're all Leos.
Go getters.
Go getters.
That helps us a lot because we know how to interact with each other. Because we know each other's language because we're one and the same. So we'll be celebrating all of our birthdays later on this month with our what are we doing?
Screening party.
Screening party. So we'll celebrate all our birthdays. So shout out to all the Leos out there.
Amen. Leo season.
Yes.
The kings and queens.
We would invite you, but you know, COVID's running rampant out here. So we can't have too many folks in one spot at one time.
All right. So welcome to Get In Your Bag, okay? So normally this is our first show, right? And you guys know that. So we're going to do something called Question of the Week. Since this is our first show, the question of the week usually tells us if what questions that one of the audience, one of the listeners, or something like that has for us. Since this is our first show, Dre is gonna lead us with the question of the week, and then we're gonna all answer that question for you guys.
So I know y'all all been wondering, why did we decide to start this podcast? So the question of the week is gonna be, what made y'all want to start getting your bag?
That's a good question,
That is
Dre.
a good question.
Okay, so who gonna lead? Should we let you lead?
I'm gonna lead first. So basically, I'm gonna just tell y'all the backstory of how getting your bag happened. So basically, your boy Dre, he wanted to start a podcast, you know, and I wanted to start it with people who were like-minded, who were out there doing their thing. So Brandy, I met her through our brokerage, and then I met Sashay through Instagram because she was just doing the thing up on Instagram. Sashay, the realtor, y'all gotta follow her if y'all not already following her.
Please.
But I really wanted, my purpose and my goal for this podcast was just to bring some inspiration and motivation to those people who are starting a business and just haven't gotten to that. Haven't gotten the confidence to pursue their dreams, or haven't just been able to be where they want to be. You know, it's a grind, it's a process, and I just want to let people know that you have to stay the course and stick to your journey. So everybody has their own different journey.
So when he approached you about getting your bag, why did you say yes?
You know what? Dre didn't approach me. I approached Dre.
Yeah. She did. My bad.
So I had been thinking about about doing a podcast, but I felt like it would be boring to do alone. Cause I'm like, who would I talk to?
Okay.
So Dre put up one day like, man, I'm thinking about starting a podcast. I want to start a podcast. So I sent Dre the emoji ass like, look. I was like, I'm like, hey,
you speak my language.
He was like, yo, I'm serious about this. And I'm like, okay. He was like, I got another friend that wants to do it. And then he put us in a group chat. But Brandy was going crazy with clients at the beginning of the summer. And so Brandy wouldn't respond really. So I was thinking to myself like, oh, so what she don't wanna do this? I'm like, really? But we got on like maybe like the next week we got on the Zoom call. When we got on the Zoom call, y'all, the Zoom call we said was gonna be 15 minutes. But the Zoom call went like an hour and a half.
We just kind of
because we clicked
and had ideas like crazy. We had topics.
We just knew like it was gonna be big. Well, we know it's gonna be big. And then what made it even better is me and Brandy is from Chicago, so you know Chicago girl. So you know she understands my love for mild sauce and chicken wings and Portillo's too. Dre,
I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, no,
we vibe.
Yeah, we vibe
right away.
hard.
Yeah.
So we knew it would be. We knew that it was gonna be what we needed it to be. For,
we vibed real well. It ended up being really great, a great vibe. So I think I wanted to hop on. We were at a meeting because me and Dre is, like he says, at the same brokerage. We're having one of our team meetings. And Dre was like, dude, I ended up praying for us. I don't even know why I was praying for us, but I prayed for us. And he was like, you want to jump on this podcast with me? I think you'll be great, la la la. And I'm like, yeah, because I've been trying to get on the podcast. I got a lot to say. And if any of my friends and family know, if you come anywhere near me, I'm going to start asking, what's your goals? What's your financial plan? How you going to make money? How you going to make money for yourself? How you going to build generational wealth? Anybody who know me know that that's what our conversation going to be. So when he asked, I was like, heck yeah, I'm on it. Like, put me on it. Yes, let's go. So that's why we here. That's the formative of getting your bag and why we're here. Because we have a lot to say and share.
Yeah,
and we know that somebody is going to benefit from it, okay?
Yes.
We know it. It's young people. It's minorities. We out here trying to get it, and we trying to bring y'all along on that journey as well. We ain't out here trying to get it for ourselves. We out here trying to get it and spread the word so we all can build a village of successful people getting in a bag. All right?
Yes.
All right.
So we're gonna go our topic. So now you guys know the format. Next week we want to see some questions of the week.
Yes.
We want y'all to get drop in our DMs, drop in our Instagrams. I'm old, I don't know what I'm saying, but I think it goes with what you're talking about right now. So get in wherever y'all get in, the TikTok or Snapchat, it's whatever, and ask us some questions because we got a lot to say and it's coming from 3 different perspectives. So we should be able, one of us should be able to relate to somebody out there, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Facts,
Yes.
facts,
All right.
Absolutely.
Right. All right. So go ahead.
What's the topic for today?
The topic for today is age ain't nothing but a number. Okay.
It ain't nothing but a number.
It ain't nothing but a number. Okay. So we're saying age ain't nothing but a number because wealth and building wealth and that mindset of wealth comes at different ages, and it's not a right or wrong age. It's not a bad or good time. It comes at different times for different people. Wealth mindset, marriage mindset, becoming your own business owner. All of that is a different mindset for different people in different ages. So we're going to tell you when it came to us and what you can do if right now you're in that mindset at whatever stage, 20, 30, or 40 something, so we can get you on that right path. All right?
Yeah, for sure.
So, Dre, we're going to start with you since you're the younger. I think you're a millennial, maybe. So, we're going to say...
I'm like right on the edge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm right on the edge.
What age, if it has come yet, because you're still young, did you start actually thinking about wealth? What wealth meant to you, salary, and how your mindset was with money and building wealth?
So the age where I say I really started thinking about wealth, I would say about 23, 24, and you know, the way that I envisioned building wealth was through real estate investing.
Okay.
I actually went to this webinar. It's called Fortune Builders, where they show you how to like buy, wholesale, and like flip homes. And I was really fascinated with the idea, you know. That what they don't tell you, it takes a lot of time and effort to start. That's kind of like why I became a real estate agent. So
it takes some money. Too.
Yeah, it takes some money.
Right.
So that's where I like envision wealth. The reason why I want to build wealth is because I don't want my kids to have the same kind of childhood that I had. Like I didn't have a bad childhood, but I want them to be able to experience, different things, be able to, go to Disney World or, travel, see the world and, things like that. So I want to leave a legacy for my kids. I want my kids to have money. I want their kids' to have money.
Generational wealth.
Generational wealth. So that's my idea.
So you start thinking about wealth at 23 and you start of it by going to seminars on real estate investing. Okay. So that was how you associated building wealth was through real estate and investing. Cool. All right. What about you?
So Dre, what I was gonna hit on was the fact when Dre said he wants his kids to not have to do certain things that he did, because the young kids' term is get it out the mud.
Yeah.
They want to get it out the mud.
I ain't never heard that.
Yeah.
Seriously?
I swear, I've never heard that.
The kids be talking about the people got to get it out the mud, child. Now, my baby's gonna get it out of some glitter. So
Okay.
she gonna live a fancy life. Let's go, live a fancy life.
So when did you start thinking about building wealth and the mindset, a money mindset, a conscious money mindset?
Honestly, I would probably say, how old is Sophie? Sophie is 3. So I'll say like 4, maybe 5 years ago. So me and Sophie's dad got together in 2017. So when I met David was, when I met him, he was like, I don't know, like just regular guy, Jordans. I was like, oh damn, met him, nice. And he ended up, we talked and he said he went to Loyola. And if anybody knows, Loyola is a very prestigious school. But I was looking at him and seeing Loyola and I'm like, the two things that match. And he's like, yeah, I went there, graduated with a degree in accounting. I did these other things. And I'm just still like, it's not clicking for me. But through all of that, I say all that to say, like, you can't looks don't mean smarts and all of these other things, because he changed my whole mindset when we got together. I've always worked. When it was in hospitality for like 12 years. I always made good money from the time I was like 21. But I blew all my money. I thought taking trips and buying clothes and
it didn't really have a value.
It didn't have value. I just knew I had money and I could spend money.
Yeah, you had money to blow.
I had money to blow. And when you really think about it, people say cash is king. It is, but the ultimate king of all of this is credit. And I didn't have good credit. I was like. He was like, when we got together, we moved really fast. So when I had Sophie, he was just like, look, we're moving forward. Like, what does your finances look like? I'm like, well, I make this amount of money. And he was like, what's your credit? I'm like, I don't know. And I was like 27. And he was like, okay, well, let's get on Credit Karma. And when he pulled up, I was like, and he was like, girl, what are you doing? And it made me see how important things are. And these are the things people don't talk about in relationships when you first get into it. People just be like, oh, I like them, you like me. They don't be like, what's your finances look like?
How do you spend? What's your habits?
What's your money habits? What's your savings look like? Do you have 401? Like, these are things, even I know married people that don't talk about their finances, which blows my mind. Because, when you get married, you might not put all your finances together, but you need to know that
what this person's situation is. Because I'm getting into this and now I find out, I didn't know your credit was shot. You got $200,000 in student loans, so we ain't finna bet about no house no time soon. I have somebody that's like that. I know that's like that, married into something and didn't even know he had $200,000 worth of student loan debt.
Oh, wow.
And
so a lot of people, like, when you're in your 20s, I feel like you don't really think about that. You're in that life phase. You really have to go through life to, understand, like, how important finances are going to pay out in your marriage.
So should we though? Because we're talking about age ain't nothing but a number. And the point of age ain't nothing but a number is to change the patterns of our people so that they can create generational wealth, right? Absolutely. We can't keep doing the same thing expecting for a different result, right?
I feel like it really just depends on like what age you are, like when you're trying to figure out like who's going to be the perfect person for you. Because in your 20s, you're not like in your early 20s, you're not thinking about that. You're just trying to find somebody and fall in love.
But are we not
living in fairy tale land?
Why though? Is it because we weren't talked to about that at those ages?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, you can talk about it, but some people, like, not some people, but a lot of people like who are that age, they are like naive and they're not gonna listen to it.
That's true. You got to be ready for the message. If you ain't ready to hear what people saying, it's gonna go over your head. I can agree with that.
And I think that another thing is, this goes back to generation. Our parents weren't taught that by their parents.
Yeah.
So they didn't know to teach us. I feel like now, you know, our parents always taught us, when you graduate college or you go to college, they be so happy, and then it's like, get out of college, you find you a good job, you work that job 30, 40 years, and then, you know, that's it.
enough.
But now you got 12-year-olds making $1 million off
Start
TikTok.
Yeah.
So you got $1 million off TikTok, or you got I seen this lady, it's like a 60-year-old lady making cash money off TikTok because she being funny on TikTok.
Oh, wow.
These people are making money, entrepreneurs, black people. Everybody was talking. I seen this post. It say we went through a pandemic. No, black folks went through a pandemic. We ran it up last year. I ain't go through a pandemic financially last year because I ran the check.
Yeah.
And a lot of other people did. But then now you have all this money, and people are like, well, what do? You go buy a house. You go buy a new Benz.
Well, be honest. Our people got to go buy that Benz first.
They do.
They don't go. We know because we in real estate.
No, I ain't buying no Benz.
They do not buy no real estate first. They buy cars first. They buy jewelry first. They buy Louis and Gucci and Fendi's and Prada's first. And I'm not saying my best friend gonna jump down my throat. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. I promise I'm not. Everybody has what they spend their money on.
Yeah.
They do. But at the same time, and I'm not judging. Just because you got some Louis Vuittons, Christian Louboutins, don't mean that you ain't got, you know, $1,000 or $100,000 in your savings. I don't know your pockets, you know,
for sure.
and everything is different. But also, I feel like we have to learn as black people at every age the difference between assets and liabilities.
Oh, yeah.
And we have to be honest.
Yes.
We don't know that difference. And as long as you know the difference between assets and liabilities, if you choose to spend your money on those things, then that's a choice you're making consciously. My issue is when people spend their money and they are not aware of assets. They do not have money in the bank. They do not have life insurance. They do not have credit at a good place. They do not have doctor bills in line. They do not have, you know, like, that's where it's an issue. So in order to build generational wealth, I'm going to say it and I don't care who I offend, you have to learn the difference between assets and liabilities, and you have to prioritize. Okay? Buying a Gucci, buying that Prada, buying them red bottoms, that stuff is not the priority. It's getting yourself in line to make money. Those items, man, if you're trying to get in your bag, you can't be buying that bag.
Hello.
Okay?
Amen.
I'm just saying, it is what it is, because we're trying to look wealthy for people who ain't got no more money than we got. We got to get our mind right.
And if we being honest, I don't want to make this a race thing, but I got to go there with my
Oh
phone.
my God. What you gonna say?
Caucasian white people, they show their kids from a young age what it is to make their money work for them and build wealth.
Rich dad, poor dad. Great example.
To build wealth. With us, it's like with black people, I don't know why some of us have that mentality where you have to show your money.
Yeah.
We gotta
wear our wealth.
We gotta wear our wealth instead of
well, it's all coming from that concept of getting out the mud, you know?
Yeah.
If you start from nothing, you want to show people you got some things, you know? So we got to flex.
We do.
That was when I first graduated college, got me a good paying job, that was one of my things. I was like, oh, I got some money, I got to show everybody.
Yeah.
And I bought me the flyest car I could find. It was like, I'm going to stone everybody, show people I made it. So, you know, I think
but
it's
is that because it makes us feel, do we think that
momentarily it makes you feel good,
but also, like, it goes back to what Brandy's saying. I'm not saying that people don't buy a Mercedes or go buy these bags for themselves, like that makes them feel good. But I don't care what anybody says. People buy these things to show other people, I got it money like that. I got it like that. And so it's like, is it more important to show somebody you got it like that, or is it really more important to just have it like that? To have it like that. Because I really do look at people like Mark Zuckerberg. The man looks like a bum every time they take a picture of him. If he not going to Washington Hill to talk about tech, he looks like a bum. He looks like he got his shirt. Now, he could have on a Dolce & Gabbana sweater that's $5,500, but it looks so regular. It ain't got Dolce & Gabbana across it. Like, he don't.
That's all of them. I mean, if you look at Steve Jobs, if you look at a lot of men, one of them drive a Camry. You know what I'm saying? But when we get our money, we buy Phantoms, Bentleys.
Child, you know? look at Warren Buffett. He was the richest man in the world. Warren Buffett still lives in the same house that he bought for $50,000. in 1976.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
And he's one of the richest men in the world.
Yep.
And or you look at people like Bill Gates, who does all this philanthropy,
Yep.
but then when he dies, he's giving all his money to charity.
Yeah.
He's not giving it away to his kids.
So then let's go on that too.
So Brandy, we never answered your question.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was a little different. I've always had a wealth mindset. I just didn't, to me, feel like I had the right ducks in a row, the right people in my corner, because I've always had a mindset, okay, I'm gonna buy a house, I'm gonna pay it off by the time I'm 30. If you ask my friends, I got friends that I've been friends with literally since I was 12, 13, they will tell you, I've been talking like this since we was teenagers, like 20 years old. Okay, if we double up on our mortgage, we could have it paid off by the time we 30. I'm retiring by 40. They used to blow me off, and I didn't get to retire at 40. But I'm telling you, I used to talk about this at that age. I bought my first house at 25, by myself, a single parent, fresh divorce. Like, I did it because that was a goal of mine, and it wasn't no extravagant something, but it was mine. I did it. And so and I had to set that standard. Like, okay, had I had some people behind me, had I had a mother or a father that knew about home ownership and credit and wealth, I could have done it a lot sooner. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like now I try to tell my kids so that they can do it at 24, so that they can do it at 21, so that they can do it at 20, because it can be done. Like, you can buy homes, you can purchase real estate, you can start your own businesses, you can have a 401k. I was telling my friends at 20 how to contribute to their 401ks. I was traveling off my 401k, literally cashing out in my 20s, traveling on my 401k. Like, no lie.
I'm still in my 20s trying to start a 401k.
I mean, seriously, I'm talking about, ask my friends. I moved to Texas off my 401k. It had $47,000. And I literally took my 401k because I'm not a good saver. I ain't. So I would double up on my contributions because it's money that they match. So I'm dropping a gem for y'all, okay? If y'all in a corporate position and y'all have a 401k, companies match. It's free money. So if they offer you a 401k, contribute to it. Contribute the max. Because if you contribute the max, they match it. It's free money. Me, I'm not a saver. So I'd rather them take it out of my 401k untaxed every pay period.
Look, she dropping
and
them
let
gems
them
right now.
match it. And I'm not kidding. I was in Paris off my 401k. Took out a 401k loan, paid for a whole trip to Paris. I'm not lying. Ask people. They will let you know. I had passports in my 20s, okay? Get on it. But I'm serious.
Look, she's showing everybody.
401k though. And I was telling my friends, match it, because I'm not a saver. No savings account is going to give you a yield. No savings account, I'm telling y'all, ain't no savings account out here gonna match what you put in that savings account. But your jobs will. So put in your 401k. Use it. So that was, to me, it was a young age, but I didn't have the support. The stuff that I was learning, when I tell it to people, they weren't there yet. They couldn't understand. I've been blessed by the grace of God. At 20,
why don't I work overtime?
They don't even understand. Like, they like, why would I want to go to Paris? No, seriously, like, who wants to go to Paris? Back then, when nobody hip on really traveling. I don't trust going out of the country, you know. God bless you. But so those were things that then I was thinking about, but I didn't have people to kind of nurture and groom that. So if I would have had somebody saying, you right, that's good, now do this, you know, I'm learning, bumping hiccups on my own, and I didn't know. So I've always wanted to have a different life of everybody that was around me.
Absolutely.
That was just me. Wow. I wanted different. I wanted to do different. And maybe it was a little bit of stunting, but it really wasn't, because I was always trying to bring people with me. It was never, I'm going to do it and then show you. I'm like, I got this in my mind. Let's do it together.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
So that was me answering your question at a very young age. And it still ain't worked. Do you understand? I was supposed to retire 27 years ago, but that's okay. I will retire soon.
You're going to retire soon. Manifest it.
We'll retire soon. That's manifestation. Put it in the universe.
You got to push it out in the universe.
Yeah, put it in the universe. Put it in the universe.
So what is the next segment then?
All right, so the next segment is we're wrapping up. We didn't told y'all we dropped gems on this podcast. We didn't told y'all what to do with y'all 401k, how to get some extra money. That was a little piece of a gem. And we also kind of gave y'all an introduction of us and who we are and what we're bringing to the table, right? So this next one, we're gonna plug businesses, because like we said, we're all about our community and bringing everybody along. So if y'all didn't know, Drake also has another podcast. We're gonna plug him right now for his business.
I appreciate you.
Come Move to Texas podcast for his real estate business and why you should move to Texas.
Well, it's a YouTube channel.
A YouTube, okay.
Yeah, so
I'm sorry.
me and my business partner Desiree, we're starting a YouTube channel called Move to Dallas with Des and Dre.
Okay.
So that one's going to be live on YouTube on September 1st.
All right.
And it's going to be lit. We already got a ton of videos in the pipeline, and it's live. It's live.
Okay.
So y'all better tune in because y'all going to have some fun watching us. So.
Okay, so make sure y'all listen and tune in.
So if you're moving to Dallas,
Holla at Dre, holla at Dre, holla at Dre.
Holla at all of us. We
Dre and Des, right?
Dre and Des.
Yeah, holla at them for relocating. So that was my small business that I was plugging because Dre, he also goes and does live filming at different restaurants and businesses in different neighborhoods.
Yeah, we vlog everywhere.
He vlogs everywhere, so y'all can check that out because then you'll see what restaurants are hot, what neighborhoods are hot, where we're thriving, where young people are thriving, where the tech areas are.
We go over all of that.
See? So Dre was my business that I was plugging. What business are you plugging, Dre? You can't plug your own.
Dang.
I did it. What?
Nah, I wasn't even thinking like that. But I'm gonna plug my one of my closest friends. When I moved down here, he used to be my personal trainer. His name is Noel Trevino.
Okay, hey,
he
Noel.
has a business called Fitness Inspired by Noel, and the name of his gym is called Strong Performance Co. They're located in Fort Worth, Texas, and basically. They show you how to get in your bag in the fitness way. So they don't have all the fancy equipment. They mostly have like dumbbells and barbells, but he does everything through science or something like that. So check him out. He's very affordable. Costs about $200 a month. For 2 to 3 weeks.
Bad.
Yeah, not bad.
And he's very personal.
Yeah, he's very
personable. His wife is awesome. They're really good people. They don't judge. They really get on.
They know everybody's story, so they get to know you.
Okay. So he's plugging. What's the name of it again?
Fitness Inspired by Noel and Strong Performance Co. It's like the same kind of business.
And whenever we plug you guys, it'll be in our bios, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be in the description.
So in our description, so you guys can follow the link and get hooked up with them. And then we'll work out something in our next episodes that if we plug a business, if you mention that you heard it on the podcast or something like that, you'll get some type of promotion. So we'll make sure that we work that in because if we trying to get y'all in y'all bag, we got to give y'all some savings some kind of way, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So Shay, what business are you plugging?
So I am going to plug my credit person. His name is Joe Camacho. Joe has over 15 years of credit repair work. He works for a group called the Phoenix Group in Dallas. Joe is amazing. He's the only person I trust when I have clients that come to me and they have some credit issues. I send them right over to Joe. But I always tell people, you pay for what you get.
Yep.
So, Joe, I'm not gonna lie. Depending on your situation, it might not be that cheap. But let me tell you something. I know people who he has exceeded in getting.
He gets you results.
What? He gets you results. And the thing that I love about Joe is he's not only gets you results, but Joe teaches you what to do with your credit once he gets it. He does not take repeat clients because he is so confident in getting you to the place that you need to be. If you mess it up,
coming back.
Baby, if you mess it up, you can't come back. You gotta go find somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And he does everything. He helps you transition from growing your personal credit. He's helped me grow my personal credit as well as growing business credit. Because in business,
gems, we dropping some more gems. Listen to this business credit she dropping.
The number one thing with business credit is OPM, other people's money.
Come on.
You do not want to be spending your money when you can be spending other people's money. Other people can trust you with their money. You take that, you run, and you double back, and you do what you need to do. But if credit is issue for you, please, I'll tag him below, and you guys can go ahead and hit him up.
Okay, and so we're also going to be talking about what business credit is when we're plugging our stuff right now. When we're talking about that's part of our gyms and getting your bag. In order to get in your bag, you have to be able to have business credit if you have your own business. So we'll talk about that too in our segments. We're going to talk about how to get your credit right, as Shay just talked about, and how you can use OPO, other people's money. We're going to be talking about real estate investments. We're going to be talking about other wealth mindsets, how to save, how to do budgeting. We're going to be talking about how to introduce it to your children. We're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff.
Basically, we're going to be telling y'all how to get in your bag. Despite the 10 times we just said it. But yeah, we're going to be showing y'all how to get in your bag. So the next segment. Oh,
well, I just want to add something. So when y'all talk about getting your back, this is the one thing that I want people to take from this whole podcast. We are talking about things from real life experience. We know people share these same experiences, just like we all know that when you go to Kroger, you don't throw that plastic bag where you put it in the closet because it's going to be used for something. We all
put it in the closet for years.
Yes,
Okay?
we all have lived. It's just funny. Like black people, we pretty much have lived
Go through
the same
experiences. Y'all ain't alone, and people think they're alone. You think you're
not
one and the
alone.
same. You're not alone. It's somebody out here. Many of us out here going through the same things, the same struggles, the same blessings, the same glow ups.
Struggling
We going
in
through
business, struggling with credit, struggling trying to get your business off the
struggling
ground.
raising our kids, struggling trying to get that message across, struggling in our marriages, struggling in our relationships, struggling with our friends.
What Bible?
Listen,
Get the
we're
Bible.
all going through
Preach
it. So here we're going to show you how to overcome it. We're going to also show you how to manifest something better and positive, change up your circle. The Einstein's rule of insanity is doing the same thing over and hoping for a different result.
Yeah.
So we are here today to help you get different results, to change your mindset. All right?
But also get just genuine authenticity from a group of people.
The real.
That are not coming to a podcast. We're not trying to be perfect. And y'all haven't heard.
And we ain't gossiping. We ain't telling y'all about somebody else's business. We talking about how to grow you. Because when you worried about you don't care what nobody else on. You getting yourself together. Okay?
We just want to be an inspiration.
Exactly. And understand like things gonna happen. I know y'all done heard our kids screaming because that's just what happens.
Hold up.
Not Dre's kids. Not Dre's kids.
No.
Okay, not Drake
No,
kids.
hold up. So this leads us to our next segment. Inspiration. So Sashay, she's saying things happen with.
What's your inspiration? So let them know. Go inspire our people. Inspire our listeners.
Okay, I'm gonna use today as an example. So I ain't gonna get too deep in it because y'all need to be in my business.
Okay.
But anyway, my people know. But y'all my people. I'll tell y'all what's going on. Anyway, Sophie has to. She usually stays with her dad. Me and her dad, we don't co-parent. We're together, but he had things going on. I got things going on, and it was a battle today. Like, what's up? Like, we gonna scrap it out. But I had to bring her with me, and I was like, you know what? We trying to do a podcast. I'm like, my baby is 3. I'm like, what am I gonna do with her there? And I'm like, look, I'm gonna hit them up and just tell them I can't do it. My people was like, girl, if you don't bring Sophie, we'll put her on the podcast with her.
The show go on.
The show has to go on. Like, and for me, and this is me speaking truthfully, and I'm so grateful to have friends like them because I know women who will sacrifice not having friendships, not going places, not doing things because they're like, I'm a mother first. If your friends don't understand, if your boyfriend, whomever, don't understand that you have a child and y'all got to figure out how to work around it, my friends was like, Sophie gonna be the fourth wheel on the podcast today versus me not being here.
Like, she was gonna be right here.
She was gonna be right here. Y'all, sorry, I gotta go get my baby some goldfish.
Right.
And you know, like even with Brandy has a younger son. Brandy's son, he's like, come on, Sophie, let's go upstairs and watch Sesame Street. Those are the things. Those are the type of friendships you thrive to have because. You people don't just come like that. I know personally know people that would have been like, oh, okay, well, girl, the show gotta go on without you. Sorry, but you know what is she gonna do? My friends like pull up, like that's their girl. So we gonna make it happen.
So that's the inspiration.
That's the inspiration.
The people you surround yourself with.
Yes,
people that's gonna help motivate you.
The show must go on.
The show must go on.
No matter what.
Show inspiration. You've been dropping inspirations all week. I've been following you on Instagram and your Facebook.
Look, I've been
and some scriptures. I was like, let me find out. Read this Bible.
Look. I be going through it, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I've been through a lot. Me and Sashay, I'm not sure about you, but I lost my job due to COVID, and I'm still trying to.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. See, I didn't know about you, but I lost my job.
I lost my job. It wasn't due to COVID though.
Look,
it was in COVID, but wasn't due to COVID.
Look, I had worked so hard to get that job. It was like the pinnacle of my career. It was going to take me to like my next step. It was my dream job. I literally moved to Dallas for that job. Yeah. So I got laid off 1 week after that, and I've literally just been building myself into, you know, something different. So my inspiration, my motivation is the show must go on. You know, no matter what circumstance you come into, you know, God puts you in certain situations for you to grow and for you to learn through those situations. I feel that, you know, God had to put me through that situation, because the person you see in front of you today, he would have never gotten on YouTube, would have never gotten in front of a camera. This video stuff, this was all foreign to me, but you know, I had to do it because that's what God called me. You know, this podcast is, you know, God put this on my heart. I really wanted to inspire people. You know, I'm really thankful for my growth.
Amen. So I'm going to double back on what both of them said, and I'm going to speak to you guys, okay? I want y'all to know that God is the source, okay? Your job, your person, your spouse, that's just a resource that God put there for you. So Dre said that he moved for his job. I'm going to reiterate that God used that job to get you here because he knew that this was where you're supposed to be. So sometimes God does things where we're thinking he's closing a door, but actually he's opening windows, he's opening a garage, he's opening other outlets that are going to be way bigger than what you're thinking you're missing out on. So if y'all are going through something out there where you're thinking that you lost your job, or the spouse that walked out the door, or your kids going through something, or your finances aren't there, just know that this is all a setup for it's a setback for a comeback. And normally you thinking you going behind, but you're not. You're getting prepared for what's bigger to come. And I'm telling you, think about it like this: after it storms, it's always a rainbow. The sun always shines. So you may be in that storm right now, but I promise you it's temporary. I promise you that rainbow is coming, that sun is coming, that your breakthrough is coming, that your blessing is coming, that your job, that your business, whatever you're trying to do, is coming. So don't lose faith. Don't give up. You are exactly where you're supposed to be to get to where you're supposed to be going. So have faith, trust, and believe. And we having a mic check issue, but that's all right, because I always know.
This is the authenticity of it.
Listen, let me example. I'm going to tell y'all can't believe in Jesus and not believe in the devil. The devil be working real hard, and that's how you know you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, when the devil try to stop it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we're going to leave y'all with that. Y'all be awesome. Y'all be inspired. Y'all be greatness, because you guys are all amazing. You are all greatness. You are wealthy. You are beautiful. You are successful. You are business owners. You guys are everything. And we appreciate you. We appreciate you for listening. We appreciate you for tuning in and going with our malfunctions and our running back and forth and everything that we've been going through. We appreciate y'all listening to our knowledge. If y'all have any questions for us, any questions, please DM us, okay? You can, I ain't gonna lie, I don't even know my name on Instagram, but
it's Brandy Vaughn.
Oh, okay, because I'm trying to tell y'all my kids be setting up my stuff. I don't know nothing, okay? But
follow us on Instagram.
Follow us. Get in your bag. Follow Get In Your Bag on Instagram, okay? Follow us as individuals, and follow the podcast, because we dropping stuff on that podcast. We putting coupons, we putting business plugs, we putting all kinds of stuff. So follow us. We gonna put videos on how to get in your bag on our Instagram. We're gonna put stuff on there that's dope, okay? Not just us, but stuff that's really gonna help you get in your bag. So follow our Instagram, Get In Your Bag, okay? GIYB. Follow us and tune in. Tune in, y'all, for our party next week, our live streaming party.
And we're going to be streaming live every single Sunday. Okay. Every Sunday at 7 o'clock, we're going to be streaming live from
CP time. It might be like 7:04.
Yeah.
We getting better.
We're realtors. So life happens with us every single day. You just never know. But be looking for us about 7:17. If you check on our page, check on any of the 3 of our pages. We're gonna start live streaming from off the Getting Your Bag podcast Instagram. We're gonna start putting this stuff on YouTube, y'all. We're trying to grow this thing so big, because we're gonna grow this thing so big. We're not trying.
We will be big.
We're going to be big.
And y'all will be big. Y'all will be getting in y'all bag, fooling with us.
Amen. Amen.
Well, we thank you guys.
We thank y'all so much.
We appreciate you.
Follow us on IG, Get In Your Bag, and we're gonna have some merchandise for y'all coming soon.
Yes.
And that's it. We're gonna see y'all next week. Deuces. Deuces. Thank y'all for watching.
Thank you guys.
That's a wrap. See, this is how live we are. We still filming when we supposed to be done.
Oh, okay. I wasn't mad.